because the decentralized hybrid finance technology that Fintoch introduced has truly made up for the shortcoming of traditional centralized finances. While the launch of Fintoch on the 12th of July 2022, the platform has, since it was launched, has helped to identify and solve some of the major issues that are faced by DFI transactions. And for some of us who are not clear about it, that is why we at times take Fintoch to be one of those DFI that we are used to. It is quite very different. For example, all the hypotheses on the YouTube in the global sectors when it comes to blockchain technology and smart contracts was pointing towards having a recession, to the extent that hypotheses were in place that Bitcoin will run down to 11,000. We have them, they are still there. But the launch of Fintoch creates a scenario that revives the crypto market, and at the same time as making the crypto business now more enthusiastic than ever before. The CEO of Fintoch said, "We will uphold the original intention of contacting finance and enjoying finance, so that the general public can enjoy the services of the financial platform to the extent that everyone will be carried along in order to achieve the beautiful vision of financial inclusion." So Fintoch we talk about is not new, but the technology they introduced is what is making the wave and what is creating the trend. How is it working? The way Fintoch works, it's a blockchain peer-to-peer short-time loan finance platform. Just like our traditional bank, for example, the investors in Fintoch stand like a customers. Why the Fintoch platform stands like our traditional bank that we know? Why the borrowers stand like the normal borrowers? We see them like traders, money users in the normal traditional banking. So in Fintoch, what makes a difference is the hybrid technology that they put in place, that randomly at any point in time that a borrower requests for funds to be used within the Pancake Swap, Uniswap, and SunSwap for any trading. The hybrid technology randomly selects 10 security nodes from 100 across the world, not in a single place. This node automatically creates a multi-signature loan contract that will give room for the borrowers to use the money in a short term within the Pancake, Uniswap, and SunSwap blockchain. All of us knows that these Pancakes, Uniswap, and SunSwap blockchain technology, they are the biggest platform people are using for trading. Millions of dollars will do trade on them. So for these three companies to share their API technology with hybrid technology of Fintoch, for it to be used for trading, it is amazing. And since the development of Fintoch and this technology, it has really created a difference within the blockchain ecosystem. Let's take, for example, how it works, because some of us might be thinking, how is it that Fintoch is doing something in their own way? No, it's the technology that is doing the work. The way it is being put in place is such a way that a borrower has access to the fund of the investors within the avenue that the Fintoch platform has created. Because the investors' fund are not domiciled in Fintoch account. The investors' fund are domiciled the high. Hello? I'm having some technical issue here, but nevertheless, we're going to continue. But as I was saying, the hybrid technology, the way it was structured, it gives room for borrowers to borrow money from the platform. Let's take, for example, if a borrower needs to trade with 10,000 US dollar within the Pancake Swap, Uniswap, and SunSwap, you intend to trade with 10,000 US dollar. You must provide, just like the traditional banking will request any customer that need loan to either provide equity contribution, or either you provide collateral or you domicile your account with the bank in order to guarantee that your money, that the bank money is safe. But with all that, no bank in this world that does not, at the end of the year, declare bad debts. And that is what Fintoch has come to rewrite, that it is possible to lend out money without having any reason to declare bad debt. So when you intend to trade with 10,000 US dollar, you must provide equity contribution of the same amount that will equivalent to what is half of what you needed. That is, you need 10,000, you must provide 5,000 as a borrower. And the system will guarantee you 5,000 in addition to your 5,000. So you can have 10,000 as a fund to trade with up to 5 times in a day. No matter the amount of profit you made in a day, is positive, is good for you, all belongs to you. But in a situation where you trade or the market is bad and the trend of the market pointed downward, the moment the 10,000 becomes $6,500, the hybrid technology will switch off the trading so as to safeguard the investors' 5,000 that was given to you, so as to safeguard the percentage that you are to pay on a daily basis, either 2% if it is for 7 days loan, and if it is for 1 day, it's 2.5%, while the investors stand to benefit 1% from what is being collected from the borrowers on a daily basis. So the point of Fintoch making their positive profit is very, very defined and clear. Some will presume or assume, why are they charging that high? If we go to the back office, we will see how more people are taking the advantage of this leverage and they are making tons of percentage of profit on a daily basis. And you cannot in any way run out of your fund 100% the way it can happen to you in other area where in other platform where you use your fund to trade 100%. So in Fintoch, you cannot lose all your money, and that alone drive traffic to the platform. Some of us might be thinking, it's not possible that trade takes place within the platform. How Fintoch, this platform, hybrid technology, perform the lending investment within the blockchain technology is what we can see, and what we can learn is what we can do. So let's just wait in 2 minutes to watch this video to see how the lending take place, how profits take place, and how secured the fund, the system, and the borrowers trading, how they were secured within this platform. Let's stay tuned and watch to see how this is practically being achieved within the system. So stay tuned to watch this. Thank you.
How Fintoch perform.
The video is not showing yet.
So the platform has given us a venue to use it due diligently for trading, use it due diligently to make all it is positive as an income, that is, as an investors or as a traders. As we all know, Fintoch are not in the system for what we call borrowing. They are not trading with our money. They are not in any way ascribed to use the platform for mining, for farming, or for projecting or doing certain forecasting that's happened in other areas. But rather, what it is meant for is stand out as a bank, just like we do explain to every one of us. Fintoch is like a traditional bank where it allowed investors to come on board with their money to invest. They have opportunity to make profits on a daily basis on their investment. At least minimum an investors can make from their investment is 1%. I'm having a little challenge with the system is coming up. So it allowed investors to come on board to invest with as little as $100, and investors stand to benefit minimum of 1% on a daily basis. And the percentage that investors stand to benefit, it have other added value. For example, after 24 hours of investment, an investor has opportunity of adding value of minimum of 1.5% on the profit that is being made from the system if the money is not withdrawn. And to clear our doubt as regard how the platform works, our investment is on a smart chain block technology, whereby anytime we place our investments, there must be a peer-to-peer requirement or request for the same amount that we requested for. For example, I can share an experience with you on a day whereby I intend to invest 45,000 USD. The system responded to say there was no matching request for my investment, and as a result, explain to us how the system works. But nevertheless, Fintoch on the 28th of October 2022 until 8th of November 2022 launched an hackathon when the technology was fully in place for the business to take it allow investors to come on board with $100 minimum as an investor. On a daily basis, you stand to benefit 1%. After 24 hours of your investment, you stand to benefit 1.5% compound on your daily profit. Then the profit at any point in time can be withdrawn. The capital as well can be withdrawn, but in a circle of the smart contracts arrangement. And that is to say, in every 7 days, one can entitle to make his or her withdrawal. And as a result of that, one is entitled to switch off the auto reinvestment key, so as for the money to drop in the wallet for it to be accessible. Then the capital, if we believe what we invested is small or is little, we can add to it at any point in time. Then the question is, are there other charges attached to our investment? Not at all. No any other charges that is being attached to your investment. The reason being that your capital is secure within the blockchain technology, within the blockchain ecosystem, why the investment allows you to make profit, it only charged you 5% on the profit you made from the investment. And how long does it take your investment when you withdraw for it to drop? For every withdrawal you made from Fintoch platform, it takes maximum of 1 minute. Most cases is between 30 and 40 seconds before the money drops into your wallet. And when you withdraw from your capital, when you redeem your capital, it takes less than 1 minute as well for it to drop into your wallet. Nevertheless, this opportunity gives you opportunity to make money, profit on a daily basis. It gives you opportunity to do investment just for a week at 8.5%. Then if you decide to add time to what you are investing, you can still do an investment for a month, which will attract between 37.5 and 40%. And when you decide to leave your investment for a stretch of 33 days, you stand to earn 100% of whatever the amount you invested. Some people will ask, if they made their money 100% after 63 days, what's happened? The investment continue. The button of the auto reinvest, in as much as it is on, our investment will remain there. But let us note and understand one thing. The day your investment profit is 100% of your capital, you are no longer benefiting this 1.5% compound on a daily basis. But nothing stops your 1% profit. Even after 63 days, your capital will continue to earn you 1% on a daily basis. And the platform allows the users, when they refer someone, for them to benefit from the platform. There is no fast start bonus or referral bonus like it is being called in other platforms, because the way this system is structured, just like a bank that gives certain remuneration to marketers, here as well, when you invite people to invest within this business on a daily basis, in as much as their investment is relevant, is having value into the system will calculate for you from whatever the person you invited is making on a daily basis. You stand to benefit 15% from it, from your direct referrals. And from your indirect referrals, that is to say, you invite Mr. A. Mr. A is inviting Mrs. B. Mrs. B, you stand to benefit 10% from your second level. From your indirect, you stand to benefit 10%. Your direct, on a daily basis, whatever they are earning, you stand to benefit 15%. This is awesome, just like we can see on the screen. Even when you invest $100 and you have downline that invest 10,000, you stand to make additional $25 to whatever the amount of your investment is like. Nevertheless, all we are talking about is investment. But what is in the bottom and that is ringing in the mind of everybody who has invested, or some of us who are yet to come on board, the question is whether Fintoch is safe or it is not safe. Nevertheless, I might not have the resume, I might not have the qualification to make the pronouncement because I'm not a financial expert. But to the best of our understanding, based on the availability of information from where we need to get the information from, on the 5th of December 2022, Fintoch submitted itself for audit under SATIC, that happened to be the biggest smart contract audit company in the world, SATIC. They certify that SATIC within the Skynet Score Trust were given Fintoch 88%. And for their security score, they were given 90% up to Monday last week, when Fintoch withdrew the documentation that they need to resubmit because there was some restructure that took place within the company that the company are working on, that they've resubmitted but the audit is still going on. We are going to see what is going to be. It's going to be something that is going to be very, very amazing. And as we can see, from all indication and from what they earlier submitted that they were certified on, there were no any critical issue. None they found as major and nothing like medium problem. The one that was found then, even they were as new as we can imagine, was minor. 2 has been resolved. Informational, they found 1 and that as well has been resolved. Now we are talking about Fintoch being the first in the world to combine DFI, combine NFT, and combine Web3. And as a result of what Fintoch had to offer, whoever has an account with Fintoch, you can access your account from MetaMask, you can access your account from BitKeep, from IAM token, from token Pocket, from Trust Wallet, and so on and so forth. Even from Binance, we can access our DFI. It's just that we cannot access our wallet from Binance, but we can access our DFI account. We can see our account and we can do our withdrawal even from Binance. That I have done before. And because the way Fintoch place themselves and what they do, so many companies are coming on breakdown in transmission. At least now I believe saying that when you have accounts with Fintoch, you can access your account from MetaMask, from BitKey, from iToken, from Trust Wallet, from any platform that give access to DFI. This is a huge difference from whatever we must have been seeing before. With Fintoch and what they have in place, so many companies that are multi-million companies, multi-million dollars company are coming on board to partner with Fintoch, just like we can see on the screen. These are very few within December, January, February, and March. Many more are still coming on board. Investors are coming on daily basis. For some who think that Fintoch cannot survive 1 month, 2 months with what they see that Fintoch is giving out, they are still surprising. Some are regretting why they are not on Fintoch right now. And it will continue because the mindset of most people is as a result of what they've passed through from some of these Ponzi arrangements. And when ones have been beaten before, you want to be tread carefully. The hybrid technology they put in place is what had value to the existing banking system we know. In a banking system, they give money out to people in high interest rate, while they give meager amount to the customers who invest into the bank as a fixed deposit customers or as a savings account customers or as a partner in business with the bank. So here we are the partner with the company. And the company can afford to pay us the 1% because they are not paying utility bill, they are not paying any other bill, they are not paying any statutory bill. All they have to do is to set up the technology, and the technology is a global one, not what a particular country can say, no, it cannot work here. If it can work with other platform, not with Fintoch, because you can access Fintoch from any platform. And as a result of that, it makes a lot of difference. Where they make the money is very clear. Payment plan is not in any way ambiguous for anybody to understand. It's very, very easy. And as a result of what they have in mind, they have intention to be listed in NASDAQ, being an American company. That is always the aim and objective of any company in America, to be listed on NASDAQ. The effort started in 2019, and the projection of the company was that by 2023 December, the company will have, the platform will have accumulated subscribers of about 10 million. This is a company now that can boast of having over 26 million. in less than a quarter of a projected year. What an amazing projection. What an amazing platform. What an amazing achievement that they planned that in 2023 December, they will achieve 10 million. And already in April, they are in 26 million. And that's why Fintoch is going to be listed on NASDAQ earlier than 2025. The target is to achieve 100 million. And that was why, since the launch of Hackathon, what follows it is the immediate road shows from one country to another country, to most of the countries that can drive the numbers that are required, the 100 million. That's why they did not just sit in America. They moved to where the populations are, marketing the face of the business, marketing the business, and making it very, very more interesting to everyone. Now they are moving faster than anybody's imagination. No matter what the haters will say, no matter what the people who are not certain to themselves, the people who are not optimistic when they are taking decisions, no matter what they see, the business plan of the company, the white paper is very clear when it comes to definition of what they can achieve. And the 10 billion market cap, they are going exponentially in achieving that. This was a company that was thinking that they are going to make $2 billion in December 2023. But right now in April, they have achieved about $3 billion US. So they are not joking. And if they were able to achieve the 100 million subscribers and over 10 billion market cap, Fintoch is going to be #1 in the world to be blockchain DeFi unicorn. And this is going to be phenomenal. All what Fintoch is trying to put in place, even to those who are haters, what Fintoch is trying to put in place to convince the world that Fintoch is a Ponzi killer. Even when the Ponzi promoters don't like it, the way they are succeeding, they will come up with all sorts of hypotheses that Fintoch will fail. It has not failed. They will celebrate that 1 year. We still have a lot of road shows that they are exhibiting. Fintoch is to build a safe, reliable, and low-risk decentralized financial platform for everyone by virtue of the hybrid technology they put in place in order for all to achieve the financial inclusion. The roadshow has commenced since November, in December, in January in Bali, in February in Vietnam, in March in Malaysia, in April in South Korea, in May in Dubai, and so on and so forth. If they are faceless company, they will never in any way have any reason to want to show themselves to the world. And we can see from all indication that the company have where we can trace them to. People will come up with theories on YouTube. Somebody said this on YouTube that you don't need to bother yourself, and I don't need to bother myself. If you are not pleased with the system, it does not tie your money down for you to do or die. Take your money away and go and put it in your conventional bank. If you are not comfortable with the platform, all you need to do is to keep to your ideas. But when the system is working and you as an hater or somebody pay you to say whatever you want to say, it's all that has no basis. If a company is coming up from United States of America, people are coming up with hypotheses to say this company is this. America is not a mushroom company. It's not a mushroom country. It's not a mushroom state or local government or a county. It's a country that is known for law. A country that even the past president is being subject to law. A serving president is subject to law. So if somebody is saying American company is this or that, and you think they are above the law to do whatever they want to do, you are still living in the past. You are still living in a dreamland. That I can tell you that for all the certificates that company has, there are caveats there that the statements that everyone that have reason to have been issued certificate as a board of directors, as a management staff, as CEO, the information you provide is true, nothing but the truth. For you to go in contrary to that, you must have committed a perjury. And you cannot commit a perjury and somebody with the law or the state will overlook you. Who are you? So if you don't know what's the law in American state, maybe you are using the law in your local government or in your village to compare what Fintoch is running about. Please, you need to wake up and be part of the system and know what is trending. Fintoch as well compensates people who take this as business, who want to rank within the business to become a general manager. For you to be general manager, you must have a five mandatory legs that will enable you to have a volume of 50,000 US dollar. And when you have that, you are entitled to the management referral bonus of $100 US, $100 per day. And for you to go to the next rank, you must provide 2 general managers from 2 different legs. And by so doing, you are entitled to reap minimum of 150 up to 300 US dollar on a daily basis. As senior vice president, you must produce 2 vice presidents from 2 different legs, and with a volume of 500,000 US dollar, you stand to benefit 600 to 1,500 US dollar. And as ED, with 2 senior vice presidents from 2 different legs, 2 million team investment, volume investment, you stand to benefit 1,500 up to 5,000 US dollar on a daily basis. Then as an MD, you must have 2 executive directors from 2 different lines, and with volume of 6 million US dollar. By so doing, you are entitled to 13,000 up to 30,000 US dollar. Yes, some others are still questioning, are this money not too much? Yes, they are not too much. I'm a businessman. Nobody will give me any of this amount that I should keep for myself to run a business, that I will not give more than what we see on the screen. Let's take, for example, as a general manager, the volume of money you need to make for the company is 50,000 that must remain with the company on a daily basis. You are not given 1% of 50,000, because 1% of 50,000 US dollar is $500. They are not giving you 1%. You as a businessman, me as a businessman, I can afford to give anybody who put this in my care 1% of this on a daily basis. But rather, they are given 20% of $500 that amounts to $100. So it's not a system that overpay. If they are overpaying, they have overpaid over 2 billion US dollars in withdrawing from people have withdrawn over 2 billion US dollar. And yet this company is still growing because they did not in any way relent or put our investments on the growth, but rather the way the company is structured, they structure the growth of the company in withdrawal process. From the 5% they get anytime you withdraw, this is what accumulates to make up for what the company has as their own return on investment. So this is a company that people look down upon, but yet they grow from strength to strength. Let me share with you a physical and practical aspect of this company, how they are going at a monumental speed, at a phenomenal speed. Let us look at this, what the company is all about. These are multiple accounts. This is just one of several of other accounts. We can see this. Look at, if we click onto the browsers, you can imagine what is the rates at which people are accepting this platform. No any company in the entire universe that can boast to say in 24 hours, you are having between 900,000 to 1.3 million. This has been happening for the past 10 days with Fintoch. You can look at the screen where you see look at this and look at the changes. Is monumental. is none of its kind. And when you look at the number of transactions within the last 24 hours, this is over 15 million transactions. You can see how people are coming on board. This is 920. This is 944. Over 20 in 1 second. Look at 966. Over 50 within 1 minute. Over 100. This is a company that within 1 minute, 60 seconds, over 2,000 people join. Over 2,000 people join in every 1 minute. This is very, very awesome. And it's different from whatever must have been seen before. Those who are comparing, you have not yet seen what you will compare Fintoch with. So Fintoch allows us to come on board in two different ways. Number one, we can come on board as a trader through the Go Borrow. And if we want to come on board as somebody who want to invest, you don't want to do trading, you come on board through Go Finance. When you come on board through Go Finance, all you stand to benefit is to place your investment. And how do you place your investment? You click on Go Finance. When you go on Go Finance, there are a lot of things to learn from here. Number one, your investment is not in the hand of Fintoch. And that is why the hash of your investment is not just one that everybody are paying into one particular pocket. Your investment details, just like I have here, look at, this is a details of my account. I have multiple accounts here. That's why you can see it. For this first one, we can see here, we can do little analysis about it. Let us take example of this account. If we take example of this account, for example, if the details, I'm to click on this, I'm to click on this percentage. That's where I want to see the details of this investment. Let me click on it. Now we can see the details of this investment. If at any point in time, for now, this account has run 7 times. That is 7 days. It has run number of play 5 times. Right now, the 7 days contract is running on the 5th time, and the maturity of it for this money to be redeemed is on the 9th. Is on the 9th. You can see it here. This is 9th of April. On this day, if I switch off my system, my fund will drop in my lending pool. And from my lending pool, I stand to withdraw the money into my wallet. It will take less than 40 seconds for my money to drop in my wallet if I switch off this. Now from this page, we have seen the time that is the redemption time is there. If you click on that 7 days and 1%, if you click on it, you are going to see these details. Everybody have it on their system. And the number of time this has been going around, the number of 7 times, this is showing 5 times now that this money has been revolving to generate income. Now, if we look at this again very well, we can see have some lesson to learn from here. And what are the lessons? The smart contract of what the business will do is matching another 7 days pool. And that's why I said, if there is nobody who is in need of your fund at the time of your investment will not go through. Or you might get a notification that there is no matching correspondent with your investment. And as a result of that, you cannot place your investment. Now again, I made mention to say your payments into the platform is not per se in the Fintoch, but your money is within the blockchain ecosystem. I believe, and as you know, the person who gives you receipts is the one that collects money from you. Now, if I'm clicking on the hash of my transaction, this is the hash of my investment. If I click on it, we are going to see the system that is going to receive for the payments that I have made for this platform. And that is to say, I've clicked on it. We can see that that money is in the pool of where? Of BSC skin. So this investment is in Binance. And as a result of that, that is why Binance is the one that is receiving the money that they've collected so far. And if we click furthermore, onto the chain of the fund, we are going to see the trend of the transaction, how they are transferred. In some instances, when we look into the fund, we see how liquidated some amount has been borrowed, some has been liquidated, some have been transferred, some have been swapped. And this will guide our decision to show that our fund is not tied down within Fintoch, but rather is within the blockchain ecosystem. Then again, from our wallet, there are certain things we can learn from here. For example, we all know that Fintoch are the owner of FTH. FTH, just like you can see on the screen. Some of you, maybe you have FTH, and some, maybe you don't have it. This is FTH. Fintoch, they own FTC too, but we are talking here right now on FTH. So why am I coming to FTH? If I click on FTH, certain transactions have taken place within FTH. Some of my FTH, I have destroyed them for my withdrawal. If I click on any of this withdrawal, I want us to see that the STO of Fintoch is not individual, is not personal, but is within the business. It's not in the hands of anybody. Now, if I now query the trade of FTH, it's taking me again to Binance. And from this Binance page, what you are going to see is that, look at, this is what you see. Look at what you see here. Fintoch STH FTO. And if you want to get further clarification on this as well, if you click on the hash, it's going to give you, this is the total number of, total amount of FTH within the system. Look at it here. This is it, the total FTH. If you multiply this by the number of what you have at what the value of FTH is, this is equivalent to almost 2.9 billion US dollar, just like you have it within the system. I said 1.9, close to 3 billion US dollar. If you multiply this 53,599 this FTH by, let me go to where you get the multiplier for you to see that the money is within a system. It's not in the hands of anybody spending the money. Yes, you go to the Fintoch equity. What you are going to see when you multiply that amount you saw in that, when you multiply it by this, you are going to get exact value of 2.933 billion US dollar. This is awesome. The company is so transparent. They can show from their aggregation pool on when they set up the company in 2022 up to today. The shares of the company is still in the market. Let me just stop here to allow for observation, question, and contribution before we further discussion. There are so many things to look out for here that we cannot use this little time to address. I will stop here to allow for observation, question, or contribution. Thank you very much, everyone. Unmute yourself and ask your question.
And then
okay. All right. Good afternoon. I'm Nelson.
Good afternoon.
I'm Nelson from Nigeria.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. You're welcome.
Okay. My concern and my question is regarding to the transparency which has been cleared yesterday during our Zoom meeting. So, but then I have something to say because you know, when you are talking to investors, I had a friend of mine who is in Germany who have also talked about this. So he did a review search on Trustpilot. I asked this question yesterday. So there was a negative, you know, Trustpilot seems to be more popular to people not knowing about the security check. So that there was a negative feedback by one of the Korean guy. I don't know what actually happened. He complained that his account was, after he deposited, his account was disabled or deleted. So that's raised some security concern. Now, is there any way that Fintoch can run a kind of a program for all beneficiaries of this particular rewards to go to Trustpilot and write a review about the project so that it will give people confidence? Because if we have, okay, on the Zoom now, we have about, let's say 900 or 1,000 members on the Zoom. So if we all can go to the Trustpilot and have a good review, at least it will give a good mark for Fintoch. So anyone seeing 5%, 10% over 1%, you know that there's a good review. So is there any plans for that? Or you don't have any plans to overwrite the bad or negative review on the pilot, Trustpilot?
Thank you very much. I appreciate your question. No, I agree with you, and I am on the same page with you based on your suggestions that it is up to us who are using it. If we want to be fair to ourselves and to be fair to the system, this platform has made over 1 million people richer than the way they were. They were not being fair enough to make a review. Those people who could not find their way as a bloggers who apply to be promoting the company image and the company refused to engage them, who decide to go on negativity of the company without them even knowing anything about the company. So the blame, we need to carry some of them. I mean, those who are benefiting, everybody who has benefited from this platform and who has not made any positive impact, and how this company will continue to grow is going to beat in your heart that you are part of those people who are negatively accepting that the platform is negative while you are immensely benefiting from it. All of us who are talking, how many of us have agreed and have approved or have made comment positively to say it's good? Except very few people on Binance articles. I've seen good write-up about Fintoch from Binance article and from some other blockchain articles. I have seen a lot, but the number of people this platform has really helped, we have not really helped yourself. Then again, the way Fintoch is being structured, they are not out to go and be debating with anybody. The system will convince you, and time will tell whether the person who is reviewing has something to say or not. But I want you to know one thing. The best people who have traffic in this world to their page are those people who are negative-minded. And that is why they look at the best option where they can have traffic into their website. They discover that on the surface of the earth today, Fintoch is leading when it's come to people in multitude embracing a particular platform. Do you think that the Ponzi companies that spread across the world will be happy? Even if we come to a time where the bank we pay companies, we pay people to come on board with negative information, even when they were absolutely positive. And that's why I said we are all on this platform, we are all guilty of this, except if you have not benefited from this platform. That is when you have anything good to tell me. Otherwise, if you read anything negative and you are not comfortable with it, you have option of you pulling out of your system within 7 days. Nobody is forcing you that you must be here. And nobody is forcing you that you have to go and change the negative there. They are marketers and they are paid to do what they are doing. You should not expect anything less. But read the review, and you that are using it, judge it by yourself, whether it's what they are writing, is it right or no. So this is my response to you. I stand to be corrected, and we can as well contribute to that. Thank you very much. Solomonites, you can ask your question, please.
All right. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Yes, sir. I really want to appreciate you for the presentation. It's been a wonderful presentation. Thank you very much, sir, for the presentation. You almost persuaded me to go and borrow more money and bring onto the platform. All right. I just have some few questions here, sir.
Go ahead, sir.
I wouldn't really know because of the flickering during the presentation, the off and on. But yes, mentioned the question I have to ask now. It is just about the latest updates about the septic audit. I don't know what
certify document. So it will pass through their due process, and as at when due, the company will publish it. So it's not Fintoch that is going to publish it. It's SATIC themselves. And we saw the rating before the withdrawal that they were on security of 91%. The day they withdrew those certificates, they were on 91%. So it's not something that they want to represent now, and we see that we are expecting that they are going backward, but rather they are going to be more graded than ever, better than what they used to have. So they are working on that, and at any moment, SATIC is certified with their documentation, they will publish it. In our domain, before, some people are saying they want to see their white paper. When the white paper is out now, some people are asking for blue paper. Maybe by next week, some will be asking whether there is anything like red paper.
All right. Yes, thank you very much for that. I really appreciate it. Number two, before you go, sir, on withdrawing from the DeFi applications like the MetaMask, the Trust Wallet, Token Pocket, and the rest of them, to withdraw from the blockchain directly. I want to find out, must you stop your ongoing investment on the Fintoch app first before you can have us do that?
I can't hear you well, please. Hello?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I can hear you now. It's better now. This man is breaking.
Okay. I was trying to ask. I said, you said we can actually withdraw, especially our capital, from either any other DeFi application like the MetaMask, Trust Wallet.
Yes, sir.
Now, in the process of doing that, from maybe for example from MetaMask and Trust Wallet, do I need to go and stop the capital first from the Fintoch app before I do that on the blockchain, or I can just withdraw that at any point in time?
The moment you access your account from MetaMask or from Keepbit, it's like you are accessing your account from Fintoch. Whatever activities you do from those wallets is reflecting a real time with your account. Is at real time. Are you with me?
Yes, I'm very, very well, sir. Very well.
Let's take, for example, if you are calling me from Nigeria, for example, if you are using your card, you have account with GT, and you are withdrawing at First Bank. If you withdraw from your First Bank, does it add value there or does it less the value? At real time, that money will be deducted. So the same thing within this blockchain, wherever you access your account, you access it like you are inside your account, because you are inside your account. Whatever you do from there, you are doing it at the real time.
All right, thank you very much.
You don't need to go there first. What if you cannot access it? So the asset you have, that is the availability of what you want to use it. So, for example, when I open my Trust Wallet, I access all my accounts from there. And it's more easier for me. I don't open multiple accounts elsewhere. I have everything inside my Trust Wallet.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
I appreciate it. Lastly, sir, for me before you go, just lastly, as I appreciated you on the Zoom, I expect that today being a global Zoom meeting, that at least we should have, one of the corporate staff or member from the body of Fintoch, at least to be on this.
We have, but the network does not on time allow me. They said they are giving us just 20 minutes. And that is how every Saturday I do say for them, at least to join. We had them online. What we have that they say I should do the presentation, they will listen to it and they will be able to make whatever comments that they need to add to it. But the 20 minutes has gone and they are still coming on board at any point in time. But we should get one thing clear again. If at any point in time we are dealing with a decentralized system and we are expecting somebody face for the company, that company is a 419 company. Why I'm saying so, a decentralized company, you cannot point to say this is where the office of Trust Wallet is. It's only a centralized company. You can say Binance office is in Dubai.
Yes, of course. Yes, I know. I know that very well.
So if you are expecting pages to a company that is decentralized, maybe we are misconstruing between a centralized and a decentralized system. But once in a while, they
thank you very much.
A representative to attend to some of our questions, like when they want to put clarification onto the super node and the rest of it. Once in a while, they join us. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. That'll be all for now.
Crypto Magnet, you can ask your question, please. Unmute yourself and ask your question.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yeah, good afternoon. Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
All right. Thank you very much for amazing presentation. I just want you to clarify me about two things. When we are doing presentation, you made mention of one taking off his capital. Now, my question on that is, if, for example, I am building this business, I have team, and what I started with is just $100. Maybe after 2 weeks, I have an emergency or something like that. I decided to pull out my capital, but my people are still doing something in the system. Does that mean that I am out of the business because I've taken out my capital?
Yes, thank you very much. You have asked the question and you've answered the question towards the tail end of it. The day you pull out your capital, you are out of the business. The person who is going to benefit from your downline is now your upline. Whatever that you are entitled to is going to your upline. The day you now decide to put money back into your system, that is the day you are back in the business and you'll be earning from what you work for.
Okay. And that's it. That one is clear. Now, the second one is when you're talking about maybe someone leave his money for 63 days so that he'll get 100% of his investment. Now, if maybe someone decided, I want to do this compounding for a year. If he leaves his money like that, is he going to get exactly what he's supposed to get at the end of the year? Or is he going to pull out and pull in back again?
Thank you, sir. If I might understand you very clearly.
Okay, let me try this.
No, I understand what you are trying to say. Linguistically, if I will answer you, he will get what he will get, 100%. But when you are saying what is that person is to get, mathematically, that is where now the structuring comes on board. Because the system will give you 100% what you are entitled to. It's just like when you are doing placement of how you want to benefit from your downline. It depends on how you structure your money or you structure your downline that will determine how much you want to make. The computer is not going to teach you how you will do your placement. The same thing too, the opportunity of your investment to be 100% if you don't have any downline, it's just your investment. By 63 days, you are going to have 100% of your investment. From 64, 65, 66 days, you are only having 1% to your investment, not 1% plus your profit making addition of 1.5% compounding. No more compounding from the day your money is 100%. So if you want to benefit to say your 100 at the end of 63 days, it becomes 200. So what you are going to do on the 60th day, 60, off your key of the auto reinvestment, switch it off. Withdraw it. Now you can reinvest it so it can take a new effect. But if you just leave it there, it's not going to compound.
Oh, all right.
But your 1% will continue. Every day, 1% will be dropping on it. Meaning that the second 63 days, if your money is just there, you did not withdraw. The first one, 100 gives you 200. Are you with me, sir?
I'm with you.
Now your second 63 days, instead of it giving you 400, because you are not having compounding on it, it's going to give you 387. The second 63 days, because your profit is not compounding. So it will give you exactly what you are entitled to, because you ask computer to be doing it for you, and you are going to get 387. But if you auto reinvest on your 63 days, you are going to get exactly 100% of whatever you invest again. I don't know whether I've cleared that, sir.
Yes, thank you.
So, Mr.
Hello, boss. Hello, I want to say something.
Yeah.
Greetings, everyone. This is Oracle. I want to shift something on his first question about when you pull out your capital as a team builder. Okay, if you pull out your capital as a team builder, after 24 hours, you lose everybody under you. If you come back again, you will not get them back. You have lose your team. So it is advisable not to pull out all your money at once. You must leave at least $100. If you close your account as a team builder, when you return back after 2 days and put money in that account, you will no more have access to all your team. You lose them all. So that is the answer for that question, because that was what we are told from the beginning. So don't remove all your money as a team builder from the system. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
So any other question? Unmute yourself, sir, and ask your questions.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon, sir.
I actually am not going to give you a question.
I'm
going to suggest something that will help us going forward.
Thank you, sir.
That at all times when we have a Zoom, we better have 2 people so that one will be a standby in case you experience the glitches that you experienced today.
Thank you very much.
Somebody must be able to jump in and take over from you so that we don't have a lot of people waiting. Others end up leaving because they think they have something else to do because they're starting with that is happening on the Zoom. So it's an advice that I'm giving only.
Thank you very much. It's noted, sir.
Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, everyone. Hi, good afternoon, Mrs. Carol. Just wanted to check, apart from Binance, is there any other application where we can fund our Fintoch wallet? And if so, what are the applications? And do they work in a similar way to Binance? That's my first question. Then my second question is, and I think I just missed this because I was busy. When you want to withdraw your capital, it drops in your wallet, but how do you get it out of your wallet? Because I think I tried to do something like that, and it wasn't the same as withdrawing your profit.
Okay.
So thank you.
Thank you very much for your questions. The first question is whether is it only Binance that we can use to fund our wallets? No. Any centralized and decentralized platform, you can use it to fund your wallet, and you can use it as well to withdraw your wallet. Because the technology that Fintoch combine is DFI, NFT, and Web3. And that's what makes it easier that any platform that can receive the particular token you want to pay out or you want to pay in, they serve as the gateway. If we read through the white paper, we appreciate more that when they will come on board before the launching, they are going to open the gateway even to all the banks of every countries. That is clearly stated in the white papers. So right now, any wallet, whether centralized or decentralized, you can take your money from there to Fintoch, and you can take your money from Fintoch back into the account. Then you say you try to take your money from Fintoch and to withdraw it outside if you don't have gas fee, it might not go through. Some of us, we don't know this, that gas fee is very, very important. And because of that, we think that at any point in time, we can just withdraw and it will go through. Let me take, for example, now, look at this. If I want to withdraw, for example, this amount from this account right now, for example, if I want to withdraw from here now, let's assume I want to withdraw this. If I withdraw from my capital here, this is my capital, this is my profit for this week. I withdraw from this account every week. Now look at what is going to happen. The total amount of money I have here to withdraw, they are 233. But I want to withdraw now, it's showing me 93.8. What is wrong? Is it that they are cheating me? Some of us will just, without asking question, no. What is happening here is that most of my downline use different blockchain. We have blockchain of this amount we see here, 93.8 from BSC chain. If I change now to Tron, you can see 138. If I check Ethereum, there's nobody under me that use Ethereum. Now again, within this blockchain of BSC, we still have sub BSC coin. Okay, in this account, none. If I open another account, you will see people who use Binance. You see somebody who use FIL to do investments under my account. And because of that, I will have commission from that. So if, for example, I withdraw from here now, the money is going to be in my wallet. It's going to be here in my wallet. If I want to withdraw from here, it's for me to click on the amount I want to withdraw. For example, I want to send this money now to any wallet at all, any wallet, be it DFI, that is centralized or decentralized. I put the address here and I put the amount, the total amount or part amount. If I put it here, this $7, and I put it here, the next step, I put my password, it's going to where I want it to be. So if I want to turn it to other coin, swap it, or I want to changes to my Naira account, dollar account, what have you, we can do that. Even within this platform too, you can swap currency. Just for example, here now I have Binance, I have FTH, this is FTH here, we can swap it. You can see the swap key at the top here. So not only Binance that we use, any central or decentralized system, they are as good as for us to use as a means to collect money or to give out money within the platform. So Mr. Adi or Mrs. Adi, you can unmute yourself and ask your question, please. Please, we have just 10 minutes more.
Good day, I'm from Philippines.
Wow, nice hearing from Philippines.
Hello. We would like to know how the company is profiting from this, because we have to know the stability of this company.
How the company is what?
I mean, how the company is, profiting from this. We would like to know the stability of the company.
The stability of the company.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. For purpose of questions and a clarification of that, the company's stability, to the best of our knowledge, is what is available within our terrain that we will use as a yardstick to look at their stability. Number one, where they registered from is mattered, and documents that are available to say this company registered, they are mattered, and they are in public domain, meaning that individual can sue individual who has name and who has sworn to an American oath that the information they provide to our the information they provided into our domain that made us to make whatever investments or trust that make us to make personal commitment to them. If they fail in it, based on what they swear into, they have committed perjury. To the best of my knowledge, to what I know American law, that is one of the yardstick I use. Then number two, those who have the integrity to examine what the activities of the company is all about. They have come up with a positive response if they are not just haters. Look into the technology. Look into the system, how it's working. If it's not working, it wouldn't have survived 3 months because of number of withdrawals and number of people who are coming on board. If they have not prepared for it, they're supposed to have ended their activities even before now. Because if the platform can be taking over 1 million people every day and it's still very stable, not that you have to wait for 1 hour, 2 hours before you get your things done, we can now believe on the information they provided in their developmental plan in 2019 that they have acquired 500 servers. They have acquired their license to their servers for 10 years. Their security network is up to 26. And the hybrid technology they put in place has been tested and been confirmed to the extent that of recent, they won an award in US and they won an award in Hong Kong. So these are parameters you will look at. But if we are looking at where their company is, how many people are working in the company? We are thinking about a conventional company that is a construction company or is a traditional bank. This is a complete decentralized smart contract business. So it's within the ecosystem, the track record of their transaction, the blockchain that they belong to, what they lock up as fund, and what are people investment. Are they equal to say if today they fall, how our money will be retrieved? And if we look at this, let me share the screen again once. If we look at what they put here, this company, we're talking about Fintoch. Let me open any of these applications. Look at this. I will take us on 2 lessons here. Number 1, go to your lending. From your lending, you go to this page, then you click on your investments. What you are going to do, this your investment hash that is here. This hash, this is where your money is, your investment. Whether it's $100, whether it's $30, whether it's $50 or $50,000, whatever money you claim you have here, note it, what I have just shown you now. All you need to do now is to go to help center here. When you copy that hash, go to help center. You have it on your application, just like I have it. So what I'm showing you here, please, you can follow it word for word, letter for letter. Look at this help center. When you go to help center, look at this last place here. Fintoch aggregated pool contract on chain assets withdrawal tutorial. Do you know the meaning of this? The money you invested through Fintoch is not in the hand of Fintoch. How you are going to withdraw your money from the blockchain, not inside Fintoch. In case today you hear that Fintoch has gone, you cannot access their application again. But the blockchain ecosystem will still remain there. Follow it step by step. When you click on this, it will show you step by step how you can recover your money. So what other stability we are looking for in a company? When your money is secured, when the company is safe, it's registered where there is law that can take care of them. You can see the hash here, for example, withdrawal of investment through you can see the pictures are there where you can withdraw your money from another platform, not inside Fintoch. Which other stability again are you looking at?
No. I'm sorry, but I'm asking how does the company profit from this?
The profit, the company are charging the borrowers who trade with the money they borrow from the platform 2% on a day, and they are giving investors 1% on a day. That is where they get the fragment, because within the remaining 1%, they still give fraction of that as an incentive to the level and as managerial day. So it's, let me say, about 15 to 20% of 1% is what they put as their own profit. But their major profit comes from the withdrawal we made. That is where the pool of their profits of the company comes from.
Okay, thank you very much.
So if, for example, we have time, I will show you from the pool when there was like a panic withdrawal. The first time they published that review is created panic withdrawal within 24 hours. You will see the graph, it run down. If you look at the profit they made on that day, it's 29.6% profit. No any other day they made profits up to 5%. Anytime you withdraw, Fintoch make profit. Anytime you withdraw, they make profit.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Mr. RK saying, this is likely the last question I need to, because I have to attend to another meeting by exactly 6 minutes time now, please. So you can unmute yourself and ask your questions. RK sir. RK sir.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Hello.
Hello, I can hear you loud and clear.
Yes, sir. Sir, there is one query that why Certic has reduced its score.
Why what?
Certic has reduced its score, Fintoch score.
I said, I have mentioned that up to 3 times.
Okay.
Yes. Fintoch withdraw the documentation they submitted to Certic before. They withdrew them because the name they submitted in the last year was Fintoch Morgan DF Limited Liability Company. And now they've reviewed based on the restructure in the company to Fintoch Limited Liability Company. So documentation has to be changed. And when you withdraw it, and if you have anything you add to your structure, apart from what you have last year, they have to review everything. Audit is not one day. They have already submitted now to Certic, waiting for Certic to look at it, review it, and give them their score back online.
Okay.
Are you clear now?
Yes, sir. One more query, sir, please. Hello. Hi, sir.
Go ahead, please. I have other meeting to attend in the next 4 minutes now.
Sir, it's a CEO Bob Lombard name is not as is mentioned in his profile, social media profile.
I'm not getting what you are saying, please.
Hello.
Hello, I'm not getting you.
Sir, it's a CEO Bob Lombard.
Is what?
Fintoch Bob Lombard.
Problem back?
Yes.
Which problem?
Sir, it's sir, CEO name is different. Whatever is displaying on the this PPT and on social media.
Please get your record right. Don't just speak on what people say. Go and do your due diligence. You have over 20 million people on a platform. Nobody is having negative. If you have money within there, is your money not in contrary to what they say you are going to get? So if somebody is not inside and is criticizing and he doesn't know what is operating, is that common sense? You have a competitor that can go at any length in order to do whatever they want to do or to write whatever they want to write. That does not change the reality of what is obtainable. Please do your due diligence, please.
Okay.
Mr. Kojo, you can go on.
Thank you, Mr. Fatal. You are amazing, right? Just want to say shout outs to you and everything you do as far as the education, the training that you offer. You are one of the leaders that I learned a lot from in my beginning in this project. So I just want to say thank you. I also want to say shout outs to most of my team that is on here as well. You know, I joined late. I would have loved to help and support with the questions and everything, but I think on the next one, I'll definitely be early. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you are here and you are new, all you need to do is follow back with the person that invited you here. There are three things you need to take away from this. Number one, we are dealing with a decentralized technology. Most of you are using MetaMask Trust wallets, and you never know or care who the owner is. But then when it comes to Fintoch, you have 1 million opinions, right? This is all because you need to understand that there is a difference in the centralized space and a decentralized space. The owners are the creators and the users. The only people who are really owners are the people that develop the software and the people that are using the software. There is no CEO, COO that is in control of the technology. The technology exists on chain. Number two, your funds are never in the control of Fintoch. So when you're looking for someone to point the finger at, there is literally, technically, no one. Think about that. There is literally no one to point a finger at because the technology exists on the blockchain. You can import your seed phrase to another company's wallet and find that your assets are on the chain. Just think about that. Think about that for 1 second, right? Just that's where you need to analyze things. And for those that are going around seeing different reviews, my thing is I love to always see reviews because you have to analyze how people think. Look at the review. And if you have the app, look at the app. Look at the technology. Sometimes you ask yourself, it feels like the person who wrote the review never even downloaded the app. And it's very, very obvious. So we can use our own analytical brain to make decisions. But at the same time, just like Mr. Fatah always says, if you're uncomfortable, there are over 26 million wallets who are comfortable. You can easily walk away and go to the next centralized platform, and we'll see you 1 year later if they are around, because this is here to stay. So Mr. Fatah, thank you. Oracle, thank you. Mr. Latif, we had a conversation recently. I want to say shout outs and thank you to all them, the top leaders that are on here. Let's keep doing what we are doing. I think Latif wants to speak briefly. You should let Latif speak before we end. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Latif, you can unmute yourself and make your comments. Our leader in the house.
Good evening, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good day to all over the world. I'm sorry if you are hearing the noise of the knockout of firework behind me. It's about the time that we celebrate our festival of, we call it Hari Raya over here in Malaysia. So everybody is settling down, everybody is trying to get themselves ready. I'm in the village as well. Why we are still on the meeting, doing the business at the same time. This is my word of advice to everyone on the platform and to those who want to come into the platform. Better you take a better chance and better decision to be in Fintoch. Don't look at the side, don't look at anywhere or whatever you are reading from Mr. Professor Gogu or from Mr. Professor anybody bloggers online. The real thing in Fintoch has not yet been out. All what you are seeing that is being a shout out everywhere, everybody is turning to a good thing, things are turning around to better things for everyone. It's not yet done yet. So for who and people who knows what is DFI, please kindly give the knowledge to your downline or your prospect people or the people that you know that they don't understand the DFI system. Not to be comparing the DFI with the centralized business. Fintoch is already in the world to change a lot of things. And to everyone, both India, Nigeria, Ghana, American, anywhere in the whole world that we are, let's have the positive mind and know that you are the owner of Fintoch yourself, okay? Not to look at, you are looking for someone to come online for you from HQ to stand and be talking to you. not to look for someone to come on the Zoom and be telling you that don't worry, it is me, it is you. You know, when you are in the system, do your very due diligence very well, and you will enjoy what you have in Fintoch. This is my word of advice and word of motivational speech to everyone today. Thank you very much of being in the Zoom for Fintoch. To those who are enjoying the platform, continue enjoy the platform and see you on the top. Thank you very much, our African Director of Fintoch, Mr. Abdul Fatai. You are doing a great job. Thank you so much from HQ. I know you are online. I know you are watching as everything is going. Sorry for the breaking transmissions. It's going to be more solid by next week. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your time. We give you all respect. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. As I want to enter into another meeting, so I will call it a day for now. Let's meet again same time on Saturday. But before then, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 8:15 Nigerian